is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm coming to y'all with a video talking about the Milwaukee Bucks. As you know, I do stay 2 minutes away from Milwaukee. I grew up in Milwaukee, and it's good that they have a superstar. It's good that they started off 6-0, especially since the Packers are not doing as well, and the Brewers got upsetted after they was up in the semifinals of their conference. They ended up blowing the lead and losing the series. So the Bucks is giving the people something to talk about, getting people happy about. They have Giannis. They got him locked down for a couple more years. He's an all-star. He's all NBA. He's making a case for being MVP. They get a new, fresh coach that has championship pedigree. And Mike Budenholzer definitely coming in, being, to me, one of the biggest assets this year. They bring in Brook Lopez, an all-star caliber center that can stretch the floor, hit the three. They also bring in some veterans like Ersan and other guys to fill in that role. They still have Delly, they still have Bledsoe, they still have Brogdon, they still have Chris Middleton, who has been playing crazy, especially after destroying the Boston Celtics in that series. He has came out hot and scorching. He's definitely an all-star. I feel like he had a case for being an all-star last year, but you can't really be mad that Andre Drummond and Kemba Walker got in over him. But he had an argument, and this year he's capitalizing and growing upon that, and basically making the case for a surefire all-star and potentially all-NBA. If he can do some other things and become a great defender like he used to be, not saying that he fell off, but if he wants to be an elite defender, if he can get to that level, especially because they changed his position, he plays 2s and the 3 sometimes, maybe he can get better on that end again and become a lockdown guy. But I like the fact that he could have just been a 3-and-D guy, but he added the mid-range. He added the ability to handle the ball a little bit. He's a lot more confident. He was able to grow and expand his game, and he wanted to be good. He wanted to be great. You can see that it has worked because the work that he put in is starting to show. The playoffs is the hardest and the toughest time to play because they're keying on you. They know what you love to do. They know they got to take you out because it's really just you and Giannis. And he went out there and put on the show against the Celtics, and he hasn't slowed down since then. And right now, he has a case for being the surefire all-star in the all-NBA at least second or third team if he can keep up this pace at that guard and forward position. So we have to keep a lookout on that because this could be one of his breakout years. Yes, he averaged 20 last year, but he's doing it even more dominant this year, and I like that. And then, of course, you have Giannis. Giannis has really been able to fill up the stat sheet, whatever they need him to do. He's been able to do it, and he was a glue guy in the beginning, being able to get steals, defend multiple positions, switch multiple positions, get rebounds, and get out in transition. Now you see him commanding the offense, running the offense, becoming a great and excellent playmaker. He still can improve in that area, but he has been looking phenomenal, crashing the boards, been phenomenal doing that for the last 2 years, and then finding other ways to be effective, whether it's using a spin move, whether it's standing around the paint, but also using that fadeaway, not being afraid to get to the free throw line, even though he's not a great free throw shooter. He's just an attack, and he just plays with a lot of heart and a lot of energy, and you can just tell that he loves to play the game of basketball, and he's hungry for more knowledge on how to get better, working with Kobe and other legends, and you can see what has happened with this Bucks team. They look rejuvenated. They look youthful. They look excited to play the game of basketball. And that's not something that I'm saying that they never did. But when Jason Kidd first took over this team, that's how they looked. And it looks like they're fresh and they're ready to go. They want to prove things. They want to fight. They want to take it out. And they just blowing people out. And they will actually have better numbers because right now they're fifth in points per game with 119.3. They're first in rebounds with 55.3. They're fourth in points allowed, 103, and they're tied for 20. They tied for fifth for assists per game with 26 a game. This offense looks potent. It looks unstoppable at times, especially with Giannis at the point. The ball movement is crisp. The floor spacing is ridiculous. You'd already had problems stopping Giannis then. it's only damn near impossible to stop him now because you can't really help or make any mistakes because he's going to dunk it on you, or he's going to get to the free throw line, or he's going to get space to hit those little elbow jumpers and floaters. And if he can do that consistently, it's going to be harder. But the fact that he's taking threes and not scared to shoot the threes, and now he's even dribbling into threes. Is he a great three-point shooter? No, but he's also letting you know that he's not scared to take that shot, and he has the confidence to take that shot. And eventually they'll start falling. Will he ever be a 40% three-point shooter? I don't believe so. But will he be respectable? I think he can get there. He still is young. He's still not 26, 27, 28. He got a lot more to develop, and he's not even in his prime yet. So that shows you how scary the ceiling of this Bucks team can be, because they do have Giannis long term already locked down, and Middleton is about to be locked down because I don't really see him leaving unless it's for a team that he can really become that number one option, which is not that many teams he can do that with on the table right now looking at roster. So we'll see what happens. But I just like the youth, the up tempo, the ball movement, the freedom, the pace. They just look so good right now, and their numbers will be even better. Is what I was going to say, because they don't play their bench. Sometimes they play 23, 25 minutes. If they blowing people out that bad, that Giannis and them could have higher stats for this Bucks team. But the fact that they're going to the bench in the third and the fourth quarter because they blowing people out so much, just shows how great this offense will be. And that's something that Jason Kidd just couldn't unlock. He was able to be a great defensive team when he first got there, but eventually it wore and phased out. This team looks virtually unguardable, unstoppable sometimes, especially when people are hitting their shots. I like this team, and this team can be, and I said this in the video a couple months ago in the summertime when I was ranking to what to expect. I told you that the Bucks, this is a dark horse team. We don't know if they're going to be a fifth seed. We know they're going to make the playoffs if everybody's healthy. But this team can go from 7 to 6, even 8th to 3 or 4, maybe even 2. And I feel like that the whole time I was talking about, because we really haven't seen them with Mike Budenholzer, who's an offensive and a defensive genius, and you're starting to see it right now. They haven't lost a game. Now, granted, their schedule wasn't that difficult, but you still have to win the games that you're supposed to win. You're still supposed to go out there and have that same mindset, whether you're going against Golden State or going against Orlando. You got to have that cutthroat mentality if you're really trying to put example, earn respect, and go out there and let people know you for real. And they have established that so far this season. Yeah, they blew a lead against the Hornets and things like that, but it's going to happen. I'm not making excuses. I'm not saying you should accept that, but it is a part of the game. That's something that we do know. But other than that, this team has looked phenomenal, and I'm going to get to see one of this team play because I'm going to go to one of these Bucks games when I get a chance. And other than that, I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Bucks. Is I'm going to jump on the Bucks bandwagon? No, because I bleed green. I'm a Celtics fan till I'm dead. But this is the perfect time to jump on the Bucks bandwagon because they're the team that's really exciting right now in this state. And with the other teams going bad, it is fun to see a team like this that's young, exciting, and you see that how hungry and how much they want it. But like I said, this team was dark horse. This was a team that we really didn't know what to expect. This is a team that we really was excited to see play because of Giannis and because of how Middleton played, but because Budenholzer has been able to get the best out of the team that he was on. And with that being said, this is another team that has the talent, has the shooters now. Tony Snell, Brook Lopez, Deladova. You got Middleton, and now you have Ersan Ilyasova, Brook Lopez. So this team has a potential to be a top 5 team in the East, and I picked them that when I predicted my top 8 seeds. But I also said they can go from 5 on up. And right now they're looking like the second best team in the East. I give Toronto a little edge because they look a little bit more cleaner. And I feel like Kawhi Leonard has been proven in the playoffs, and Giannis hasn't got out of the first round yet, but Kawhi Leonard has went to the finals multiple times. He has become a finals MVP, and he has had dominant performances in the playoffs too. So I definitely want to see if the Bucks can finish in that top 3. And if they do, Giannis can definitely win MVP. He has the numbers. Only thing that's working against him is the blowouts because he don't have to play as many minutes, so his numbers won't continue to take a hit unless he goes up there, comes in the game, stack up his numbers, then leave. Other than that, if he's going to play 25 to 35 minutes or less, his numbers are going to take a hit, and that might hurt his chance of winning the MVP. Other than that, if they continue to blow out teams and continue to play like they've been playing on the same page, great rotations, great kickouts, everybody can handle the ball on the perimeter and make plays for their teammates or themselves, they're going to be hard to stop, and they're going to be great. And Giannis is a guy that you already can't stop or guard. Then you surround him with shooters. It's nothing you can really do unless you hope that they miss a shot. And if they're not missing shots, you're done. And that's what we have been seeing so far this year. And like I said, their defense has been a lot more cleaner, not cleaner, but they're showing more fight and more. It seems like they want to be a great defensive team. And like I said, this whole team to me, it seems like they're all on the same team, all on the same page, all looking for the same goals, and they all feel like this can be a special year for them. Other than the Celtics, I think they're just as good as the Raptors. I think they're just as good as the Sixers. I think they're just as good as a team like the Wizards or any other team that you put in that conversation. The only thing is that we haven't seen it. And now that I'm seeing it, I can definitely see them getting higher than the fifth seed without injuries, because that's something that has hurt this team. The Middleton injuries, obviously the Jabari Parker injuries, has hurt this team from reaching their full potential. And hopefully they can continue to play like this and not get any significant long-term injuries during this journey, because I definitely want to see can Giannis lead the team out of the first round, especially in the weak East, because the East is still top heavy and bottom is kind of weak still. But they should be able to get at least 50 wins, and that will be something to really be proud of, especially if they can get 50 wins and get out of the first round. That shows incremental growth, something that they haven't been able to do for the last couple of years, and they'll earn the right amount of respect, because now people are going to see that they really want to play, they really want to dominate, and they're going to be a fun team to watch and experience, because they have youth and they get out and run. They got people that can finish, and they got the ability to shoot the ball. So if this team does start winning, this team going to be on a lot of national TV games next year, especially if they can make a run in the playoffs. And that's going to get everybody excited even for year two. This is the highest year for season ticket sales because of the new arena, but because people believe in buying in on this new Bucks team. So we definitely have to see if they're able to keep this up for 82 games. Because remember, Giannis got off to a ridiculous start last year, and then they kind of trickled and watered down throughout the season, became mediocre. I don't think Coach Budenholzer is going to allow that, and that's the difference. I don't believe he's going to allow them to get inconsistent or stagnant, or they're going to get exposed. I think they're going to be this level or a little worse. Other than that, they still should be a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense throughout the whole season, barring injuries. So let me know, do you think Giannis can win MVP this year? Do you think Chris Middleton will be a shoe-in for the All-Star game? Or do you think it's just luck? They played a lot of weak teams? Or do you think that once their schedule gets tougher, we'll see the real Bucks? Can they compete with the best in the West? Can they compete with the best in the East? We don't know, but at the same time, we shall find out as the season continues to go on. And do you think that this Bucks team can finish higher than the fifth seed? If you feel any of those answers or you want to answer anything, I'll read every comment. And if you feel no, Giannis can't win MVP, Chris Middleton is just a role player, and the Bucks is just overrated right now, let me know in the comment section, and we can debate about it. At the end of the day, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy watching. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description in the comment section below. Check out my spread shirt. There you can find t-shirts, sweaters, and hoodies, and also accessories like water bottle, phone cases, and even something random like a mouse pad or a pillowcase. Everything is available, and I also got exclusive things on my Facebook page that you can buy certain t-shirts, different type of logos, different type of shirts. You can change the color of the logo, you can change the color of the shirt, just like you seen that in the beginning, and those are all available too. All you gotta do is message me what you want, and I can get it shipped out to you and safely. Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, I'm gone. Is you buying into the hype? Is they overhyped? Is it fun and exciting? Or do you think Giannis is going to do it this year? Let me know what you guys think about the Milwaukee Bucks, Budenholzer, their season, and the players in the comment section below. I'm reading.